Yeah. What's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey. It's Jay Briggs here on this beautiful Money Making Monday here with Pick Dawgz Morning Show. New week, new goals, new opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. My birthday week. Excited, man. Pumped up. NBA week. 7 days out. Like 8, but I'm calling it 7. Today's over with. 7 days out.
You minus.
So, man, it's a good week. Cashed my best bet yesterday, so that's always good. My team lost. That's bad. Pretty sure they'll cook me for it. I'll cook them for it, too. We'll talk about it. It's a good day, man. Money Making Monday. Chris, what's happening? How you doing this morning?
Doing okay. It's not my best weekend, but still cashed the play of the day yesterday, which was, good. Thankfully, we did that.
That was a good sign on Saturday. That was a good sign on Saturday. So we gotta take that into account. Saturday, if you weren't here on the Saturday show, Chris's dog started barking right when we were talking about Northwestern Penn State. Me and Chris then go, you know what? Northwestern, money line. Take it for what it's worth. Jeremy, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, man. It's been a really good weekend. We talked on Friday, Jay, and I was saying I like this weekend and like the board, and I did. I saw it well. Had a winning day on Saturday. Had a huge day yesterday. I think I'm hitting. I was just doing the math. I'm hitting 72% in the MLB playoffs. I think I've hit my last 5 or 6, and then in the NFL, I'm hitting over 65%. I hit my best bet with the Chiefs last night. And, even if you're looking at other stuff, college football, I think I was 12-4 this week. So I had a really nice week, and I feel like it should have been better. So I still got a lot to bitch about today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Costa, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing well. Like Jeremy, really good weekend overall. Jeremy is cooking with his all access. The only one that really lost this week was Big Al. Because I represent these different groups that I call a spade, but with my personal stuff that Eric and myself do on the Dime Club, 5-0 in the NFL yesterday. If you guys tuned in on Friday when we were going over the circa picks, I don't think Jeremy and I disagreed on any of the games, and pretty sure every one of those games that we actually gave a breakdown on, the only game that would have lost would have been the Ravens. So, NFL's funky that way. Some weeks just you see it really well and it actually pans out. And then some weeks you have some bad beats. But, man, it seemed like, when you do your homework correctly, and it turned out to be a really good day. So excited to talk about winners and losers as well.
Let's do it, my man. Like I said, for me yesterday, I cashed my best bet. I had the Chiefs. Come on, man. Under 2.5 coming off a primetime loss. I think they're losing back to back, bro. No, it's not happening. I don't care how bad y'all think they are. So, did cash that. It was a couple I was kind of mad at that I lost, like the Packers. Losing that Packers game was nasty. That was frustrating. Also, I've been Mr. Yell at the Ravens. Mr. The Ravens are trash. I talked myself on to him yesterday. I don't even think it was a bad play. I just think it was bad coaching, bad execution. Why the hell are y'all running the tush push with fucking Andrews, bro? Why? You got the best pound for pound running back, goal line running back to maybe exist. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So that was my day yesterday. I had a couple good winners in there. I had the Jets, Seahawks. But let's do it. Winners and losers. And first, I got to go to the scene of the crime, man. I got to go to the scene of the crime, bro. This is sad, fam. It is truly sad to see one unit be one of the best units in football and the other one be the absolute worst. Like, to see the trashiest quarterbacks in this league have career days again and again and again on this defense is gut-wrenching, bro. Like, Caleb Williams is ass. I don't care what y'all say, fam. I don't care what y'all say. He's not a good quarterback. He had his best day ever against this Cowboys defense. Bryce Young, He's not god awful, but he's not good. He's not a good quarterback. A good NFL quarterback. His record in the league tells you that, man. Yesterday, hell, he looked like goddamn. I don't even know who he looked like yesterday. Like, he looked good. That's what I'm gonna tell you, man. And it's sad, man. It's sad how truly bad that defense is. My quarterback in that offense can only do so much. Football is the most complimentary game there is. You know, basketball, usually you can outscore the other team. You can outscore them. You know, if you got the best offense in basketball, you can usually get away with it. Baseball, we're kind of seeing the same thing. We'll see. But, you know, the Dodgers are the most talented offensive swag. Like, they do got a solid pitching staff. But, hey, you know, Blue Jays kind of doing it with offense. They lost yesterday, but I digress. I'm just saying football is not that. You need a defense to be good, man, and at least comparable. And my Cowboys defense right now is historically bad. It is sad. Losing that game to the Panthers yesterday was as bad as it gets. We're going to be a teeter-totter team this year, though. Like, you know, they're going to lay an egg and we're going to come out and have another good game. It's going to be that type of year. We'll see if we are good enough to sneak in. But at the current moment, I don't think we are, man. I just don't think we are. So, feeling the bruises of that yesterday, man. Losing to the Panthers is a low. They look good at home, and they looked solid yesterday, but I think our defense made them look a lot better than what they are. So, L for the Cowboys defense. Still a dub for my quarterback, Dak Prescott, though. To even have this defense in some of these games, man, you got to take your hat off to him. I would say he's still my MVP. But, man, did Baker close that gap yet again yesterday? God damn, Baker ball. So, that's my first one. Chris, how you feeling?
I'm gonna blow your mind a little bit with this one. Winner and loser, Penn State. Loser for the obvious reasons. Not only that you lose Drew Aller for the season. You know, we kind of said it on that weekend show, but maybe put a little bit on Northwestern money line. It's worth taking a shot, especially after they lost the quarterback. But now you got now the quit factor has to be in full effect for Penn State. You go from what were they preseason number 2 to 3-3 with losses to Northwestern and UCLA, back-to-back losses as 20-point favorites. But the reason I'm deeming them a winner is because, you know, and I don't want to just say just blind say it's because they fired James Franklin, but good on Penn State for saying enough with futility, enough with the bullshit, enough with going 1-18 against ranked Big Ten teams that you have to play if you're going to actually do something on the national stage, and saying enough is enough. We're not going to put up with it anymore. Putting their foot down and firing James Franklin. It just sucks, and we're not going to be able to bet against him in big games anymore because he's probably going to go to like UTEP or something.
Couple things. Penn State. It sounds. I think I read a report that yesterday that the $50 million that they owed Mr. Franklin, Adidas is paying most of that bag. So
Yep.
There you go.
But they had some recruits that backed out too, like I think the number 1 running back in the country, and I think it was running back, but they had a bunch of recruits back out.
I saw another stat yesterday that said Kirk Cignetti has the same amount of Big Ten as top 10 wins as James Franklin in the little time he's been at Indiana. I thought that was an insane stat. Shout out to James Franklin. We'll see where he ends up, man. We'll see where he ends up. He ain't done.
Charlotte.
Come call him.
You know where he's going to wind up? He's going to end up at Florida.
Oh, God.
I don't know.
He still brings in big recruits. He just can't win big games. So he'll until he does that.
Florida don't got a problem right now bringing in recruits, and their problem is they don't win big games.
Yeah, I kind of thought he might go to Florida. Makes a ton of sense just if they fire Napier, but one of those middling Power 4 conference teams, like grabbing the Arkansas job or something and building them back up.
That I could see.
Yeah, teams that don't expect to win the national championship that would be excited about getting a coach like that.
Actually, no, they brought him, but I mean, they gave Petrino the head job, and he doesn't really seem like the kind.
Who gave Petrino a head job?
Or I meant the interim. Sorry, the interim.
No, I just wanted to focus on head job. But go ahead, you finish, man. I wasn't questioning that.
Just move on.
All right.
Now I got to think about Bobby Petrino and
Man. Fair enough, though, man. Penn State, man. Losing to Northwestern. Even losing to UCLA and backdoor losing.
And now they're 3-point dogs to Iowa.
Oh, really?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what I said.
Man.
No Drew Aller.
Just make sure that line's right.
Give me Penn State money line. Penn State money.
Oh, God. Backup quarterback, dead cap bounce with firing a head coach.
Penn State money line.
Let's see. There's a lot of big favorites this week.
Fair enough. Jeremy, winner, loser.
Sorry, I lied, by the way. 3.5.
Okay. Wow. I'll do winners here. I'll give you 2. Do you guys know who has the best record in the AFC and NFC?
Off the top of my head, it is the
Buccaneers.
Steelers
Buccaneers
and
in the NFC. Well, the Colts technically because the Steelers had a bye, but
right.
Both of those teams being 5-1, I don't think you would have thought that at this point. And I know you shouted out Baker, but I don't think he's getting enough attention. I know he's moved up to 3rd in the MVP rankings. He's down his top 4 receivers, and now Ibuka's going to miss some time. And I don't know when they're getting Mike Evans back. He's down his top running back, and all he does is just go out there and sling that damn thing. The turnovers are going to come at some point. He's too much of a gunslinger to not have that. If he's able to eliminate some of that out of his game, maybe he should have been the number 1 overall pick in that draft because he looks damn good right now, and I'd love to see him win the MVP. And on the Colts side of things, just getting it done, you keep stacking up these W's because their schedule's going to get tougher, but they got to win within their division. But those are my 2 winners.
Man, I don't disagree with anything you said, man. I told y'all a second ago, I'm seeing it still through my navy and blue colored glasses. I still think my quarterback, tough situation he going through as well, is my MVP currently, but I'm not naive that Baker, man. God damn, Baker. I've been saying that for the last 4 weeks, though. Baker's a fucking dog, man. Shout out Baker. Yeah, the record make it hard to argue with too, man. The production, they make it hard, man. Shout out Baker. No bad words, man. He fucking balling. And them Bucks and them Colts, my swag team, they didn't cover yesterday, but they did get another dub. Shout out to them boys, man. I think I was probably the only one on the planet who knew they was gonna be this good. There might have been a few others, but I will take my early credit for that one. Costa.
Just to touch before my winners and losers, the Arizona game is that typical, what I call the injured man theory game, where most people saw that line jump from 7 to 8.5, and everybody's riding the Colts knowing that you have Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. And this happens all the time, where we gave out Arizona early in the week, and I always have clients calling, well, do I not bet? Do I bet the other side? I always say let it ride, because this happens a lot in the NBA, where there's a guy that's left out or, closer to game time doesn't play and the team still covers. And this was a good example of that, where it's hard to win by, touchdown plus in the NFL, and Arizona is a gritty team. And in some cases, you would even look at Arizona and go, they might be even a more balanced team of less turnovers when they have a Brissett in there versus Murray. I think Murray's overrated, and he just makes too many turnovers. So that was just my input on that one, because a lot of people probably took closer to game time. They saw Brissett's in there. Boom. They're all in Indianapolis. And even with the original line of 7, you're still covering with Arizona. I have 2 winners. The Patriots is my first winner. You were looking, most people would look at this and say, letdown spot. They have to go on the road. This Patriots team is playing the Vrabel style of offense and defense. They don't have turnovers. Not like, again, Drake May does not have prolific receivers on the outside. They don't have any names that on that team aside from him that you look at and say, oh, wow, this team can come in and beat us. But they controlled that game wire to wire, even in New Orleans fought at the end there. But for them to have that letdown spot after beating Buffalo and to go on the road, this team is good, man. They're just good. They're well coached. They don't make mistakes. They play opportunistic defense. And so shout out to the Patriots is my first one. And my second winner is Seattle. I mean, Mike McDonald just doesn't lose on the road. And this was the opposite of what I just said. Jacksonville did have the letdown spot after the Monday night game. I still think Jacksonville makes too many mistakes. The receivers had too many drops for Lawrence. Seattle just comes at you from every which way on defense. That Mike McDonald defense, it still hurts me that we let this guy go from the Ravens. He's just an elite coach that knows how to get his players ready, the schemes that he offers on the road. And, man, Smith-Njigba is just that guy over and over and over again. It's like almost you could just throw him in any one of your parlays for any time, week after week, and he just produces. And Darnold is the Darnold of mid-season form, like he was on Minnesota last year when he was just dealing over and over again. And Steve's good. They lost a couple close games to good teams, and I could see this team, causing some havoc here as we go into the second and third quarter of the season. So, winner, Seattle Seahawks.
Agree. Seattle's my second top play yesterday. They're all right. They're a solid team. I mainly was on it, though. I thought it was a better spot to fade Jacksonville coming off their Super Bowl. So, who Seattle got on deck? I'm probably fading their ass next week. Who they got? Seattle next week. Home game against the Texans. Oh, my God. Monday Night Football. H-Town. Money line.
What?
Yeah.
Why? How'd you get there?
Because everybody think H-Town's not that good.
They're not. They
are.
Beat up on the Ravens last week.
Okay.
They could have had you playing corner last week for the Ravens. It would have been the same result.
That's fair.
Actually, no. I think Jay Briggs in the slot would have been better. Whoever we had there as our third and fourth stringers. I take Jay Briggs any day in the slot.
Love him.
Oh, nice.
Next week.
Congrats.
All right. Loser. Speaking of them trash ass Ravens, y'all are done. Cooked. Finito. It's over with. Stick a fork in them. Oh my God. Solid first half. I mean, the end of it took the wins out the sails, though. Like, as soon as y'all didn't score, Romanelli texted me, the game's over. And I was like, yeah, this fucking game's over. Come out, first half, second half, bang, bang. I blinked the hour down. It was over. Newfound respect for Lamar. Kind of shows you just how good he is, truly.
They're averaging 6.5 points without him. 6.5.
You know what I mean? Just truly how much he means to this team and how missing one part of the machine could make the entire machine just not move at all. It's kind of crazy. Man, I was just there last year, so I know it's not a fun place to be without your starting quarterback. And your backup's Cooper Rush. I was just there, so
he's terrible.
Man,
he is so bad.
Yeah, he definitely ain't Cooper Pass, that's for sure.
You could blame it on the wind. I mean, he was throwing the ball 20 yards above the receivers.
So both of those quarterbacks that came in that game had it fourth down and threw the ball away instead of taking a shot in back-to-back weeks. Like, what is that? It's 4th down. You're going to lose. Even chuck it up. Maybe you get a flag.
Right. Give him a shot. Anybody.
You know who else is doing that in his ass? He got 0 picks, but it's the worst 0 picks through 6 games or 5 games I've ever seen in my life.
Who?
Justin Fields. He is doing that. And he damn near lost in that game yesterday.
I mean, you had more passing yards than him last on.
Yes, and it's because he's refusing to take chances and to make his numbers look good. He's doing that shit. He's ass. They could have won that game yesterday. They could have. They cashed my ATS, so I ain't too mad at them. But man, if they could just get a little passing offense over there, they wouldn't be that bad. But
yeah, they would. They're the Jets.
True, they are the Jets. You're right about that. All right, man. That's really all for me. Chris, you got anything else, Brody?
One more, and then I'm done. Winner, and you guys are like to stay in college. Indiana.
I thought you was gonna talk about us. I thought you was gonna talk about us.
No, fuck that.
Hold on, because on Saturday you was Mr. Horns down and shit. You was doing that. Horns up, man. We back.
No, I will say.
Arch got his flag. We good.
Typical Texas behavior, overreacting after one game. Anyways, I will tell you guys did get the win there. That was a good win. You guys shut down Oklahoma there, but I'm not going to overreact to it personally. It was a loss. It was John Mateer didn't have a good game. I think
I said going into that game,
they play a bunch of ranked teams down the stretch, so this is going to be their prove it stretch.
Yeah, but I said going into that game, throw everything out the window, and about who they've been all season, and it's kind of the same thing moving forward. After you got to throw this game out the window, it's just one of those rivalries where it's like don't read too much into it.
Yeah.
But you're right. All right. What were you going to say about Indiana? Shout out Indiana.
No, but speaking of prove it teams, Indiana. I mean, the knock. I've said it a lot. I said a couple weeks ago. The knock on Indiana going into the playoffs last year was they didn't play anybody, and there was a lot of people that said, "Oh, they didn't deserve their spot to be there. They were only getting in there because there were a bunch of 2-loss teams, and they were a 1-loss team." But you went on the road. 2 outs, Autzen. I couldn't remember how to pronounce it. You went on the road to Autzen and beat Oregon. That's not something that's easy to do. This Indiana team is legit. They've taken that next step to where now they're beating good teams. Kurt Signetti always says, Google him. Google him. He's a winner. I'm telling you right now.
Walking into Autzen and coming out with a dub. Hats off.
Yeah. So, we always talk about Diego Pavia and how much we think he's a dog. Fernando Mendoza is a dog.
He's a dog. He might be my Heisman favorite right now.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
He might be ain't nobody just jumping off the page to me right now as a Heisman favorite, but
that's
when
the thing. I can't
when
remember
like that, and you got Indiana turn.
Yeah.
He kind of my Heisman favorite right now.
The highest rank in Indiana football history. Let's see. Fernando Mendoza is now 3rd in Heisman odds.
Yeah.
Plus 550.
It's not bad. Who's 1 and 2 right now?
Carson Beck and Ty Simpson.
I ain't mad at either one of those. Shout out Carson Beck. Bro. He's a dog, right? He's a dog. He a winner. People be acting like he's not. He still could crash the car like Miami do all the time. But okay, I ain't mad at that.
I think Julian Sands still not a bad value at plus 1,400. If he can keep it up somehow, if he can have a nice sort of run to end the season, but just given what Indiana's done, it's going to be hard to see him overtaken.
Is this the year we don't go quarterback? I mean, could somebody like Jeremiah Love or someone else, like a running back or one of these top wide receivers, could they win it?
Could. I mean, Love right now is plus 4,500.
I mean, I'm just trying to think of people like the best running backs in college. He stands out as one of them, even though I like his backup more than I like him.
I think if I was going to go long shot on anybody else to maybe win the Heisman, it'd be Haynes King at Georgia Tech.
I like that.
You know who I would still think about? Call me crazy.
No, we're not doing Arch Manning. Just
You
stop.
sprinkle on Arch, man. Sprinkle on Arch. Sprinkle. Sprinkle. If he could get some swag, bro, the narrative is good. The narrative is still good. His only two losses, fam, are on the road to the number one team in the country, week 1, and on the road in the swamp. First SEC game of his career. First on the road SEC start of his career. That's it. So if he can, like you said, the back end of the card, man, if he can do something special, it's worth the, you know what I mean? For narrative purposes.
They don't count
his play on the field has not dictated it, but for narrative purposes. The Heisman is a narrative.
They don't count missed receivers in the Heisman voting.
They should, cause man. You know who else? I got one more. I do got one more, bro. Yeah. Winner. Texas A&M, bro. Fuck. It's all good though, because it's still setting up beautifully where they're gonna crumble at the right time, and I'm gonna get the last laugh. It's setting up beautifully. But for now, I'll give them credit, man. That was a great home win at Kyle Field. It was a great win. Dominant win, too. The way they kind of fourth quarter, took off. That defense is legit. Offensively, I still think they leave some things to be desired, but so do a lot of other teams. I got to quit hating outright. Do I think they're a top 5 team personally? Probably not top 10, definitely. Fuck them. Can't wait to play them.
Can I do one more quick? My new future for the national championship, Texas Tech.
Shout out to them Tech boys, man.
All $30 million of that roster.
Their defensive line is nasty.
My Big 12 champion, baby.
They have multiple options at quarterback. Baron Morton got hurt. You bring in Will Hammond. Stepped in like it's nothing. And I think that I think Texas Tech could definitely be a team that you gotta watch out for. Like I said, those defensive and just those offensive and defensive lines are just nasty. So
see how far them boys can go. I love me some Coach McGuire, man. I've been telling you about Coach McGuire for a minute. He always a Texas high school football legend. Now getting it done at the next step. It's not too often you see a goated high school coach make the step up to college and have success. It really doesn't happen all that often. Coach McGuire right now is the anomaly. Shout out to him. Some of my closest friends played for him at Cedar Hill High School here in Texas. Won a couple state championships. Shout out Coach McGuire, man. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to yap to y'all about? Bro, this is what Monday's show is, y'all. Like, I don't know. Y'all say this every week. We come in here and we yap first. Like, it's kind of just like therapy.
Can I give another winner?
Of course.
Anybody that stayed up to watch that Tigers-Mariners game. I mean, what more could you want? A game 5.
You would want the Tigers to win is what you want.
Yeah,
I get that. I had the under, so I was good. 3-2 is perfect.
Why is he barking behind me?
Dog baby, Seattle. That was my big play of the evening.
Ooh.
Never left.
Chris might take us off the screen here.
Well, there's no might. I'm just letting you get it out now.
Oh,
don't
sorry.
worry. We're gonna talk about that.
Forgot we got a Toronto guy.
What's happening, Costi? I mean, what's happening, Eric?
Oh yeah, Eric, what's up?
Just walking in and hearing you guys talking about a dog win. That's all. What's up? But he can talk about the Ravens. So I think they might still win the Super Bowl.
No, that was next. That was my loser. Okay. Jay took it from me, but horrible coaching, horrible execution. The fact that Derrick Henry is not in on goal line the fact that on that drive in the third quarter, he wasn't in the majority of that drive.
Before halftime.
Well, that's before halftime was they decided to run the tush push with Andrews. Whatever happened to the old school Wildcat where you put in an extra offensive lineman, you put Derrick Henry in the backfield, and then you have spin-offs where he could throw the ball. He did that at Tennessee quite often. Like, you have an extra lineman, you know you have to get a yard, and it's man versus man. What happened to old school football where we used to do that instead of this fucking trickery and trying to deceive and trying to run these crazy? You have a backup quarterback that's not capable of running an RPO like Lamar. You put Derrick Henry in the backfield, you put an extra lineman in there, and you just do that 3 consecutive plays. It's just, again, we have a horrible – right now, the team doesn't believe. Harbaugh's lost the team. Nobody believes, and nobody could execute, and you start to see these stupid mistakes. You have Hollywood Brown have 2 fumbles. I mean, not Hollywood Brown. You have Zay Flowers with 2 fumbles, and it just like it becomes contagious in that style of play where you can't win close games. You can't get behind with our offense. You were at 3-3. You have a shot in the second half, and you just completely give it up. No Nakua. Now you don't have that guy on the outside that you have to be worried about. The defense actually played pretty decent overall, getting some guys back, getting Vinoy back, getting Hamilton back, getting Humphreys back. You're starting to see some continuity, and man, it's just embarrassing, the product that we put out there, and week after week. And I get it. Everybody's going to say, no Lamar. It's still inexcusable for all the other guys plus a backup quarterback to throw up 3 points. And it was just embarrassing. And it all goes back to the coaching. I think the coaching, Moncton had a really good year, and he's just making very amateur mistakes over and over again. Zach Orr, overall in the season, has been horrendous. I'm shocked they haven't made a change. But that's like Jeremy, I think we talked about it last week, where the Ravens are like the Steelers. They don't give up on their coaches, and they'll let it fly until the end of the year. And they might not even make a change with Harbaugh, period. They're just going to stick with him. And it's just embarrassing. It's just an embarrassing performance for a team that had as much hype as we did going into the year, as like almost like the greatest show on turf. The offense was going to have everything that Lamar needed. Defensively, we had all the names, and to be as bad as we are at 1-5, and I mean, it's just fucking pathetic, man. I'm just sick, and I'm still a fan, and I'm still going to root for them, the good or the bad, but just embarrassing, man.
Man,
I feel better after getting that one out.
That's what it be. Sometimes I got to get it out. The craziest play call of the weekend goes to the Detroit Lions, though. Oh, my God. They fucked up my brain yesterday. I'm glad the shit didn't work.
The screen pass the golf, or is it the other?
Yes, bro.
How about the first touchdown to be Jared Goff? What was it? Plus 20,000.
And it gets called back.
Hey, bro.
Bro, I had a fucking really juicy one. I had with 6 anytimes. I hit 5 of them. And I had 4 of them in the 1 o'clock slate. I had 2 in the 4 o'clock slate. I had Tyler Kraft and Mbuka.
Ooh.
And because I bet it on FanDuel, they don't do early exit like DraftKings does, which makes me even more upset. Because my buddy had the same exact one, and he got an early exit payout today with Mbuka going out in FanDuel. So FanDuel, you're trash. You're not giving me the early exit payout. But
all right, though, fellas. I thought it was a pretty good recap of everything that happened over the weekend. I think there's nothing else. So let's talk about today. Let's do it. I downloaded.
Jay, you just going to do all baseball and then all football, or are you going to do one at a time?
We can go one at a time. It's only like 4 games. Dodgers, Brewers.
There's NHL does start at 12:30.
You want to do NHL first?
Yeah, let's just get it out of the way. Oh my god.
I made like a little NHL graphic so they know. We'll start the National Hockey League Association. I need to fix it. I need to add an A at the end. Avalanche, Sabres, Lightning, Bruins, Predators, Senators, Jets, Islanders, Red Wings, Maple Leafs, Panthers, Flyers, Devils, Blue Jackets, Blues, Canucks, Kings, Wild, Mammoths, Blackhawks. I still think Hockey Club. I might
Mammoth.
Yeah, I might.
Well, Jeremy
it's
hasn't
like,
been
it's
here.
not plural, so it's weird. Like
Jeremy hasn't been here for the old logo, new logo bit yet.
old logo.
Panthers, old logo, new logo.
Oh, I think I've seen this from Chris. Is it the little Kit Kat?
No, that's the actual we were making fun of it, but the actual their logo. They went from like this,
Yeah.
and then the new logo it just went like this.
Yeah.
But Mammoth is weird because like it doesn't have an S at the end. Well, I guess Wild doesn't either, but most of them Mammoth.
It's like when you talk about a Red Sox player, you have to say Boston Reds. You have to call them a Red Sox. You're not going to pluralize it with the X.
Yeah.
I don't even know plural. Did I make up a word? Maybe.
Anything goes on Mondays, Jeremy.
I just butchered the English language.
Mr. Hockey, Mr. Wraparound, aka I'm gonna say it.
Just do it. You might as well.
Mr. Reach Around. What we doing?
Nice.
Taking the Colorado. I'm going to take a couple of early favorites, maybe parlay them up. Colorado over Buffalo. I keep saying it. The Buffalo Sabres, what they normally do, they start the year hot and then wait till December until their fans have some hope and then yank the rug out from under them and lose 12 in a row. They're not even waiting for December. They've already lost their first 2 games of the season. They look terrible. Colorado, unfortunately, couldn't get the job done, get their playoff revenge against Dallas, but I think they come out here and even though it's an early start, I think they get it done against Buffalo. And I'm taking Ottawa. The second worst road team in the NHL was last year, the Nashville Predators. Until the Preds show me that they've turned over a new leaf, taking the Ottawa Senators. Have scored some goals for fun early on this season. Shane Pinto's out of the gate strong. Talk about betting on yourself. It's an inside joke. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google him.
Worst name in sports.
Yeah, Nashville, I think, like I said, until they show me they can win on the road, no Moss, no thank you. I'm just looking through, see if there's anything else. Close out the card. Give me a shot on the Blackhawks here. Whether it's +1.5 or on the money line, and on the +1.5 is a little bit juiced. So maybe if you parlay that up with those first 2 plays I gave out, but they've been competitive. 3 1-goal losses to start the year. The Mammoth, their first 2 games have been 1-goal games as well. I like what the Chicago team has done. I like the fight they've shown. They're not going to win a ton of games this season, but they're going to be highly competitive. They're going to be one of those crappy teams that just fight. So I'm going to go with Chicago here, +1.5. I'll put a little bit on the money line too.
Fade my Coyotes, bro.
I just like what I've seen from Chicago.
Fair. Jeremy, got any thoughts today in the NHLA?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Yep. Still muted.
Well, there's a first for everything, right? Anyway. No, I was talking about the you guys. I gave everyone a compliment. I wish you guys could have heard that. The Mammoths. I was looking at them. I was looking at the under in the Blues game, but ultimately I didn't have any hockey for my card tonight. Just 2 football and 2 baseball.
Costa, any hockey for you today?
We're done with that. We're done with that. I had my run last year. I got what I wanted out of it, which was Chris doing the twirl. So unless there's anything exciting on the horizon for me, it doesn't look like I'll be doing
funny. I would have done one this season, but that's okay.
Sad.
I mean, I could pull the video if you want.
No, that's fine.
Okay. Fair enough.
Only thing that intrigues me today in hockey, yeah, I'm usually looking for dogs. I don't see a great dog on the board today, honestly. There's just not one. So my two favorites are probably the Mammoth. I don't love that though at all. I like it. I don't love it. Blackhawks got to show me they can win a game. So, but the one I like the most, still, I have no money on it. I probably won't bet it. I've only bet one hockey game thus far this season. It wasn't even a premium. It was that Maple Leafs the other day in a parlay. But if I were to bet anything in hockey today, it would be the Lightning. That's the only one that intrigues me. You got a 0-2 team, favorite over a 3-0 team, sizable road favorite too, -155. It just makes my ears perk up. Like, you know what I mean? So it would be Lightning money line. Gambling ain't that easy, bro. It's not that easy where you just think you're going to take the Bruins and plus money in cash because they ain't lost in the Lightning 0-2. It's not that easy, is it? I don't think so. Give me the Lightning. All right, man. That's hockey for today. Let's talk some baseball. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. The Dodgers and the Brewers, game 1 of the NLCS. On the mound for the Dodgers today is Blake Snell. On the mound for the Brewers right now, I see undecided. I do see the Dodgers as a sizable road favorite in this one. $1.60, $1.50 road favorite. Total 7.5. Jeremy, what you thinking?
Yeah, so it's an interesting one because I was doing some research yesterday and found a quote of Dave Roberts saying they thought they were going to go with Shohei Ohtani, but they decided to go with Snell, which I think is the right answer. I mean, he's been great. The Brewers swept the Dodgers this year, which is an interesting little side note. I think it's going to be Quinn Priester. Maybe it's an opener and then Priester or some sort of bullpen hybrid for Milwaukee. I think the Dodgers are the right side. I look at this. I don't like paying the price tag on the road, but I do think they have a serious edge with Blake Snell and then bringing their bullpen in. So give me the Dodgers. Oh, and I like Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases. He's even money.
I just realized I went out of order. That's just how the graphics broke down today. Sorry. Costa, you got any thoughts here?
Yeah, I don't have a play in this one until I see who the starting pitcher is. Kind of do more of the data and run the system that way. I mean, if it's an opener and then Priester, I probably lean toward
today. God damn.
I probably lean toward the over. The Dodgers have been hitting at a high rate. I think even with the opener, if that's the case, I think it's going to give more value. I think Snell gives up a couple early, and then the relievers might give up a couple late. I think 7.5 is a really low total. So without knowing the starting pitcher and assuming it's going to be maybe an opener with Priester, I'll take over 7.5.
I didn't play this game, and I'm probably not going to. I can't decide. I want to take the Dodgers because of the Monstars are the better team, but then there is the fact that the Brewers beat up on the Dodgers this season, and I love plus money, so I could talk to myself Brewers plus money at home. But like Kasi said, don't know the starting pitcher, so I'm just doing the dance. I'm doing the tango. Give me Ohtani under, whatever, though. I think that's the best bet today. Until he wake up, Ohtani under, fam. Under. Total bases under. Hits under. Home run under. Like, whatever you can bet under until he do something. If you would be shocked if you just looked at Ohtani's playoff numbers, bro. So, that'd be my bet. Chris?
It's a lean towards the Brewers for me just because of the price. But I'd want to see who's getting the start for them here, or at least confirm who's getting the start. They've been a team that's been able to hit left-handed pitching fairly well. And even though Blake Snell's a guy that could easily go 6-7 solid innings, Like I said, I just think this is a decent price with him here, so I'll take a shot on the Brewers if anything.
Back to the scene of the crime. Jay's favorite today, though. Again, it's Savage on the mound for the Jays. Gilbert on the mound for the Mariners. Jays $1.30, total 7.5. Costi, what happens today?
They're gonna tie the series here. Your Savage is just he's that guy. And Seattle had, I think was over their pay grade of how they were able to tag them up yesterday. They've been overall in the last 10 games not hitting righties nearly as well in the playoffs. So I think Gilbert he had to pitch 3 innings the night before, 2 nights ago. And I think it's going to be a series tying game here. You're getting a good price here where you're not laying heavy money with Toronto. So Toronto's going to tie the series here 1-1.
I'm on the Jays, man. I'm not in love with it, though. I'm nervous now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We needed that shit yesterday. Like yesterday, we needed to come out there and beat the shit out of the Mariners. And the fact that we didn't is scary, bro. The fact that the offense did that in that spot yesterday is scary, bro. Especially with the Mariners pitching rotation. Not like we had to get the Bryce Miller yesterday. We had to, bro. Now we got Gilbert and probably fucking Castillo, then Kirby, then like, well, fuck. I told y'all the reason I've been in love with the Blue Jays is because of how dominant offensively they are. But score 1 run in that spot yesterday in Rogers Center where they've been dominant all season, bro. It's nerve-wracking. It's not, you know what I mean? So it almost makes today fucking do or die. It makes today a must win. And that's why I'm betting it. It's because it makes it a must win. We cannot afford to go down 0-2 to Seattle. We do that, bro. We might bring the brooms out. I'm just be honest. So must have today. Must have. All aboard. We still got this. We come out today. Offense look good. We get some swag back. We get the Gilbert a little bit. And then we take some momentum into Seattle. But if the bats come out here dead today, it's over. Because we're not going to just wake up in Seattle offensively. So let's do it. Let's do it, Blue Jays. For y'all, they be saying we, bro. Where y'all been at? Like, have y'all not been watching this show all year? Like, I've been on the Blue Jays. What are y'all talking about? They're the hype train. They're the swag team. All aboard. I am nervous, though. I am nervous. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. 1 run, 1. I had that game yesterday supposed to finish like 9-2. Jays. So, just telling y'all my thoughts. Chris?
I'm not worried. There's 1 game, you flush it. It's a bad offensive game. Cool. Here's the thing. The Seattle Mariners, yeah, they've gotten to this point. Yeah, they're up 1-0 in the series. They've also scored 3 runs or less in 5 of their 6 games in the postseason. So we know what the magic number for the Blue Jays is. You know what also happened yesterday? Yesterday was the first time where the Jays didn't score 5 runs in the postseason in a game. The bats just had an off day. They're gonna flush it here. They're gonna come back. Logan Gilbert on the road this
offensively, you can't do that. You can't.
The fact of the matter is that they were not going to go 11-0 in the playoffs. So you have a bad game. Cool. You win this game, it becomes a best of 5, and they swept Seattle in Seattle earlier this season. So to say that they can't go on the road and win 2 of 3 is not out of the question. And I see the comments saying, oh, well, now you got to deal with Gilbert. Now you got to deal with Wu. Now you got to deal with Kirby and Castillo. Well, here's the thing. Gilbert was terrible on the road. We faced him today. Kirby, we've seen Kirby. He was okay. He was good in that game 5. Fact of the matter is, still got quality pitchers that he has to deal with. That could be a loss, whatever. Castillo was home run prone. Wu isn't healthy. They're probably not going to push him. And he didn't get a chance to do any rehab work. There was a reason that he wasn't ready for game 1. He wasn't even used in relief. So fine. People can call me a fanboy. That's fine. But I'm realistic. The fact of the matter is that you don't just win 94 games based on nothing. The fact of the matter is that the Seattle offense is winning games with pitching. The fact of the matter is, though, the Blue Jays have also been winning games with pitching and more consistent hitting. You have Trey Yesavage today. I'm not expecting a perfect outing from Yesavage like he had against the Yankees. I'm not expecting that. But there's a reason why I believed in him when he said that he was ready for this, when he was built for this, when he was built for this kind of spot. He's gone through the entire ladder of minor league baseball to starting a playoff game in one season. You don't just do that. You have to have something. And he's got something here. And especially being at home, I think that's gonna benefit him here. All the hits that the Blue Jays were getting against the Yankees were pop flies yesterday. And give Bryce Miller credit. He stepped into his spot and he did what his team needed to do on 3 days rest, which is something he's never done in his career. Some guys just have a good game. Hell, Cam Schlittler had that against Boston. Look what he did against the Jays in the division series. Had a good start, but it wasn't enough. So I think Toronto bounces back. I think it's a 1-1 series going to Seattle. Then it becomes a best of 5. Sorry, I got preachy.
Jeremy.
Mariners win. No, I'm kidding. So when I look at the line here, I actually have a premium on the total. It's my one of my favorite plays today, period. And I actually like what Chris said about Yesavage because I like his under K prop at 5.5. What he did last game was amazing, and I think this kid's going to be an absolute stud. He's pitched 4 games, and 2 of them have come under that number at 5.5. It's juiced to the under. And this is one of those games, too, where the Blue Jays, if he gets in any sort of trouble at all, you know how it goes. You're not going to let a rookie work through that. You're more than likely going to pull him and go to your bullpen or another arm so you don't go down 0-2. Looking at the spread of it, I mean, it's a virtual pick 'em, and there's so much money coming in on the Jays. If you force me to pick a side, I probably would go with the Mariners, but I do like the total here a ton.
Fair enough. Bro, get off Chris, bro. What y'all want him to do, fam? What y'all want him to do? Come here and take the Mariners? Is that what y'all want him to come here and say, fam? I'm like, shut up.
People just come in here to talk because they're
like what y'all want him to do?
Keyboard.
He genuinely believe what he's saying. Like, and that's all we here to do is tell y'all what we believe, man.
I'll tell you what, if they were to lose the game today, sure not. If they did, cool. It's a 2-0 series. Whatever. You win, like I said, you win 2, and all of a sudden it becomes a best of 3. The series ain't over until one team wins 4 games.
And the Blue Jays struck out less than any team in baseball this year. So I know it's a good rotation. They can square up against any one of those pitchers for Seattle.
Let's talk some football, man. Monday Night Football, doubleheader.
Better when Jeremy's on my side.
Doubleheader. I ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to like these doubleheader Mondays. I know everybody kind of hating them. I'm liking them. I like them.
I like it.
Give me something to do. Sunday be a kind of overload anyway. So give me one more on Monday.
It's not
going on.
It is not an overload. Saturday is an overload.
Saturday's no, but Sundays it be kind of hard to watch everything, you know.
Wait until Saturdays with college basketball, and then God, it's getting chills. That's an overload.
You're at least you're eased into it with college football.
Yeah,
like it's just more volume on top of the volume you already have. When you start college football and it's Saturdays in September, you're just like, you don't know where you want to put your attention to. And then the wife is complaining about something and you're telling her to F off. Like Saturdays and Sundays. Well, at least it's, well,
I'm not allowed.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
that
No,
way.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Costy's like living out his dream right now, just on air. It's just like what I wish I could do.
She doesn't watch this show often, but I have gotten burned for whatever reason when I say certain things. Been doing this for a couple years.
She's gonna watch today, just like at that specific point, where you just wish you could tell your wife to shut up, and then it's like, and then Costi comes home, she's standing there, arms crossed. So, how was your show today?
Talk about anything interesting?
Well, now it's in the manipulation
shut up
mode.
and listen.
Because I'm having
she got the trump card on you right now, so you
got the
got
trump card. We're having a baby girl end of March, so putting it out there. Probably not going to Vegas this year. I know it's very upsetting, but
That's not that bad.
it's like 9:00 at night watching the Chiefs game. Can you go get me some milk? I'm like, the milk I got from the store, it was expired. We get the groceries delivered. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like right now, you can't wait till tomorrow. She says, no, I want cereal.
Yep. You better be on it, man. When they get a craving, you ain't gonna hear the end of it until they get it.
So I went, got it. Everything was good last night.
And a little tip to anyone out there. I mean, my kids are older. If you're gonna have kids, convince your wife, girlfriend that breastfeeding's the best option. Then you don't have to get up with them in the middle of the night. But you didn't hear that from me, unless she's pumping. But that's another story.
I thought you were just gonna say it was a way to see free boobs.
That also works as well.
I can just take my shirt off.
I'll give out hockey plays.
Costi.
Go back to the hockey slate.
San Jose, what? Oh,
Yeah, Monmouth or Mammoth?
Yeah,
Monmouth.
until we have to start talking about Presbyterian and Delaware on.
Oh, Jeremy, we have so many bits that are just
Oh my
wrong.
God.
can't
Oh,
wait.
like the blue
Oh
hose.
man! Oh, you have
Blue
no
hose.
idea what you're signing yourself up for college hoops.
Yep.
The blue hose. Oh, man.
Did we even start the football? Or did...
The what? What'd you say?
You know,
Jeremy?
we got too sidetracked talking about blue hose and
Oh,
There's so many of them.
one ho, two ho.
Red hoe, blue hoe.
Yep.
I like what the one guy wrote. These new age women, they vape. What is it? They vape and they don't and eat McDonald's 4 times a day. They ain't worried. They're nobody's breastfeeding anymore. That's funny.
That's great. It is so true.
Oh yeah, Duckanese nuts.
Duquesne.
Okay.
Duckanese.
We talking Duckanese?
Yeah. All right, man. Let's do it. Falcons, Bills. This line has gone down.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I was like, there's no way he's going there.
Baby, are you down? Falcons are now. I see 3.5s, bro.
Yep.
Bills laying 3.5. Total still 49.5. Chris, it's you.
Hate to do it to y'all, but the only thing I got in this game is what I got for sale on the premium side. So I got nothing in this one.
Fair. Scoop it up. Pick Dawgz premium for the franchise player. Jeremy, how you feeling?
Yeah, I got a premium on the side here. The total, I know everybody's going to go to the over. I don't think it's a bad idea. I do think both totals are interesting tonight. I like the one in the second game more. But as far as prop plays, I like Keon Coleman under 3.5 receptions. And I like Drake London over yardage in this game. I still think he's going to get peppered, even though he's going to get a lot of attention from the defense. But I like Drake London a lot today. I like him for an anytime touchdown as well.
Just took my play.
Did I?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm with Jeremy. I either like anytime. I like even first touchdown. You can go first touchdown, Drake London. I like Kyle Pitts anytime. In my opinion, island games are extremely hard to play. A lot of times I stay away from Monday night games altogether myself. But I think this is a coin flip game. It could go either way. I'd rather have some action on an anytime or first touchdown scorer here. But if I had to pick a side or total, I would take over the total here. I think it's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
Of the two games, this is the one I like the least. I do like it. And I will be putting a couple dollars on it. I'm on the Falcons. I'm on them plus 3.5, and I'm on them probably straight up ML. Man, Chris, it's Monday, so you know what that means. It's open. Falcons game, and it's open.
There's not gonna be any. There's not gonna be any.
I thought you were going to say the back door's open. That's
Nah,
not
Chick-fil-A's
good for
open.
Mondays. not good for
Chick-fil-A's open in the stadium, man. It's not Sunday. They serving Chick-fil-A and Falcons.
I thought you were saying there was a special at Magic City or something. I was all in. I was ready to roll.
Man, it's even crazier though. Y'all know you got to know the lore of the Chick-fil-A and Falcon Stadium. And
yeah, they get away cheap. They're closed 95% of the time.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, though, I don't like the spot for the Bills. The Bills have been fortunate to play at home a lot. And even when they go on the road, they play in some of the easiest road environments of everybody.
Falcons off the bye, too.
Falcons off the bye. Falcons have been a different team at home. Played the Bucks tough. They should have beat that Bucks team week 1. They should have won that game. Youngway Coop.
He gone.
Man. And think about what that they pull that game off, and now, you know, that looks different. That loss there and at the very end looks different now than it did then. Yeah, they got boat raced by the Panthers in Carolina. Carolina's been a different team at home. We saw that again yesterday. Another solid home win for the Panthers. So you start to kind of see the Falcons' 2 losses through a different lens. And I'm not shocked at all to see this line start coming down. The Bills, good team. Josh Allen, one of the best players in the National Football League. But that defense, I still have question marks about in certain spots. James Cook is a fucking monster. Give me a Bijan and a James Cook anytime touchdown. I think, just let's not overcomplicate it here. And I'm leaning towards the Falcons in this one, though. I'm just telling y'all my raw thoughts. I think Monday night, this kind of feels like that Jags spot last week where it's like these are teams that haven't had that much swag the past couple seasons in a big spot, not only for them, but for their city, Monday Night Football is a pretty big thing. People are going to be out. Stadium going to be rocking. Tough ruckus environment, for a Bills team that hasn't been on the road that much. They just played 3 straight home games. Falcons off the bye. Dirty Birds. I think they wearing them clean-ass jerseys today, too. Ooh, they finna be swaggy in the throwbacks. They wearing the red helmet with the old black bird with the black jerseys. Ooh, they finna be swagged out in Atlanta tonight. I'm leaning towards the Falcons. We'll see. We'll see. Last game we'll talk about for the day. Bears. Bear down, Chicago Bears. Out on the road facing the Washington Commanders, a.k.a. the Washington football team. Commanders. Is it still 5.5? Let me see. Yes, I still see 5.5. Total 48.5, though. Not 50, 48.5. Somewhere in there.
49.5.
Okay. Jeremy, how you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even mind saying this because I'll do the freemium thing, but this is one where I see points. I like Zach Ertz over receiving yards. I think it's a great spot. It does sound like Debo's going to play, but trust whatever reporter you want to trust. There was a lot of things said on Sunday that didn't happen in the football games from reporters. But this is an interesting spot. It's the rematch of that Hail Mary that won the game for Washington when the defensive back turned around to talk trash to the fans. So a little revenge narrative if you're into that sort of thing. Bears off a bye week. I'd probably lean Bears on the side, but it does interest me that it's been going up and up and up all week long or over the weekend. I saw it at 4.5 earlier, and now we're all the way up to 5.5.
I'm just going to take my normal stance as, while I don't like either of these teams, one is a good football team. The other one is overrated, overvalued sack of shit.
Just skip me.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Get it out.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, get it out. I want to hear what you have to say.
He wants to see it. Get it out.
Man. I I think the Bears are not a good football team. I told y'all at the start of the show, I just don't believe Caleb Williams is a good player. On one hand, we got Washington Commanders, who were in the NFC Championship game last year against the Bears team, who has 2 wins over the worst defense in the NFL and the Raiders. And they should have lost that damn game if Geno had half of a brain. So I'm a Bears hater. I will continue to be that. Washington coming home again. Washington home playoff game. I mean, not playoff, but home Monday night game. You think I'm fading them? Hell no, especially not for the Bears. The Bears kind of feel like when we saw the Jets the other night on Monday Night Football. It's like, why the hell are the Jets on Monday Night Football? The Bears are in the same company as, for me, the Giants, the Bears, and the Jets. Like, they're all one and the same. The Bears might be the best of that bunch, but the only reason they're on this primetime spot is because of the city they play in, and that's Chicago, not because of the product on the field. Washington is in this game because of the product on the field, not because of anything else. Chicago, road start against a good defense that hasn't played great yet. I think it's a good spot for them to show up under a good defensive head coach, Dan Quinn. Just a tidbit on Dan Quinn, man. Oh, my God, Dan Quinn, I miss you, bro. The way you had my fucking defense playing, the way you had my defense playing, we led the league in turnovers. A lot of the same names, fam. A lot of the same names, bro. Now we're the worst defense in football. The year after you leave us, you take the Commanders to the fucking Super Bowl? I mean, to the championship game? That shit is nasty. Now we over here got Matt Eberflus, bro, who was in Chicago. Ass, fam. Chicago, take him back, please.
Jay, you sound like somebody. You ever follow a guy on social media named Stavi? But why? Why?
Shit's nasty. I say all that to say, man, I think
It's a compliment, Jay. That was a compliment. It was.
I think the Bears bear. I think the Commanders are just a better football team. Commanders. Costi?
Total, over the total in this game. Washington did play really well last week on the road, stuffing the Chargers, but the Chargers had nobody. Chargers had both their tackles out. Mary Hampton got hurt in that game. And they came out flat. And I don't know if Debo plays. I think this line it's too high for me to take Washington here. I think Chicago battles. I think they're a better team than what you saw when they went on the road and got trampled by the Lions. And I think they keep this game close. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. The creativity of Ben Johnson, you're starting to see him. Not saying that Chicago has a prolific offense, but they're able to create and they have the talent to be able to put points on the board. Their defense is going to give up points. There's a reason why this total is as high as it is at 49.5. I think it's going to go fly over the total. It's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
I think y'all are crazy. I like the under. I think the Commanders defense come out and shut down the Bears. And then Washington missing their entire wide receiver crew. Who the hell Jaden Daniels throwing the football to? Noah Brown out. Debo Samuel probably not playing. McLaurin out.
Luke McCaffrey.
Who?
Scary Terry.
Zach Ertz.
Nowhere to be seen. Zach Ertz, he's there.
My God.
Bill's running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
What you think here, Chris?
Not much I can add to it, but I like the Commanders. I think they win this one by at least a touchdown. I think you see a Krosky Merritt legacy game. I'll take
already
2+ touchdowns. Give me the Commanders here.
That's UJ Stavi. Different version. Check him out.
That's it, man. That's all. We did it. Talked about a lot. Covered a couple games. I yelled at y'all for a couple minutes. Money making Monday, man. birthday week, NBA week. Let me give y'all some NBA plays right quick because I am looking at it a little bit. We got to before we get out of here today. Nothing I love, nothing I have heavy money on. Today's the day the Spurs lose. Give me the Pacers. The Pacers, man, god damn, are they gonna be the swag Pacers again this year? No Halliburton, they might be. They might be the swag Pacers this year again. They still might be our swag Pacers. I'm just letting y'all know. And they're favored over San Antonio today for a good reason. I would take the Pacers. And then the other one I like the Mavs today over the Jazz. You said what? What'd you say, Chris?
Nothing. I coughed.
Oh, I thought you said something.
Fuck you.
Right, I thought that's what he did. I lean towards the Mavs in that one. They just got the much better players than the Jazz do. I am a little worried about playtime and all that, but I'm gonna lean towards Dallas in that one. I don't love it, but I like it. So they're my two, Pacers and Mavs tonight. My birthday's on Thursday, actually, the 16th.
How old are you?
26. I'll be 26.
Oh my.
Getting old, man. That's like, fuck.
By the time you're 30, you're gonna look like Jeremy because this business does age you pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm 28. It's a tough business, man.
Man,
That was good.
that was good. Hey, but fellas, that's all, man. I ain't got nothing else for y'all, man. Chris, what you got for sale today over at PickDawgz Premium?
For me today, just my NFL big play. Cashed it yesterday with the Steelers. Hoping to roll that into today again. That's my favorite play on the board for the NFL. Then I got an NHL power play and an NHL 3-pack where that play is included. It's 4 plays in total for me today, but it's the best time to jump on someone long term. You can pair me up with Jeremy, Jay, pair all 3 of us up. Let's make you some money. Start the week strong over PickDawgz Premium.
Hop on with the franchise player, ladies and gentlemen. Who was your best bet yesterday?
Steelers.
Oof, you a bad man. Oof, laying 6.5 in that division game. You a bad man. Shout out them Steelers, though. Jeremy, how you feeling?
Feel good, man. I don't want to upset the gambling gods by talking about how hot I've been over the past 3 weeks, but it's been cooking over here. I said earlier, 72% in the MLB playoffs, 65% in the NFL, had a 12-4 week in college. Just a really, really nice week. So I got 4 games up tonight. I got a triple play that has both NFL games and my favorite baseball play today. But I have all 4 plays up. So if you want to check it out, head on over to Pick Dawgz. Obviously, we've already heard you can pair us up however you guys want to do it. But it's been a good couple of weeks, and I've been killing it with my concrete inner circle, which I'm sure Kasi can tell you more about.
Speaking of, talk to us about that inner circle, Costi, and what else you got going on over at Safer Syndicate Group and under the Costi and Eric umbrella.
So yeah, with Jeremy specifically, like he mentioned, if you would have started last Monday with the inner circle, he won 29 units. So along with all the games on the premium that he's been hot, imagine adding all the units on top of it. That's how the rich get richer. So if you're looking more for a personalized approach, because with these higher end packages, it's not just the games. It's the fact that you could ask me questions. Hey, what does Jeremy think about this game? Even though he doesn't have a play on it. This is the relationship we try to build with clients. So I get it. It's not for everyone. We do have a product on the site for everyone. And that dog in Jeremy's background. We had one of those too. You could purchase the dog. How much does the dog cost, Jeremy?
This dog?
Yeah.
You're not getting this dog. If you got this dog, this is the most expensive dog in the world. It ripped open a hose in my master bathroom and flooded an entire house. $50,000 worth of damage. But I still wouldn't get rid of her. Yeah.
We're not getting rid of the dog. We're not
my lady.
But the Yang angle, Jay's been on fire for this last month as well. Big Al, little drawdown, but great opportunity to join on the opposite side of it. When somebody's on a drawdown, you know there's a big streak coming behind it, along with the different dime club opportunities we have for low volume guys. So if you don't know and you're confused, the number is listed all over Pick Dawgz. You can contact me and we'll set up a time to chat if any of the products that I offer are for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. For me today, as of right now, I ain't got nothing up there, but talking through it a little more, there's a couple things I like today. So I'm gonna put them in. I'm going real light over the next week or so. Just be honest with you. I'm kind of getting my mental together for this long grind of NBA. Like, y'all know what time of year it is for me, man. You know, I was able to kind of. The summer for me is usually an off period. Like, you know, I just be chilling. I'll be getting my shit together. Then the fall get here. When football get here, I usually lock in. But I had to do a lot more baseball this year with this show and, you know, just a lot of the extra stuff. But over the next week, my plays are going to be a little lighter as the NBA starts to get here. And then when NBA gets here, man, y'all know how we do. Going full force. So we hitting the ground running and we're going to do the damage that we always do. So, in terms of today, I'll have a top play. It'll probably be in the NFL. Cashed play last night with the Chiefs, my top play. The other top play yesterday was the Seahawks cashed that. So we're seeing the board well on top plays. Just gonna keep it light this week on the top play and try to attack the books. So let's do exactly that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. 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 Money making Monday. Parlay time. Parlay. Chris, what we parlaying up?
I'm going to go with the Senators, the Blackhawks, and the over in Leafs Red Wings.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I'll do. Let's do a little anytime touchdown parlay. The three running backs: Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Old Bill, DeAndre Swift, James Cook, and I threw in Drake London plus 1560.
There you go from Jeremy. Costi, what we doing?
I got a 3-team anytime. Bill, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merritt, Zach Ertz, Drake London. 3-teamer pays 13-1.
I'm kind of riding that coattails on theirs as well. Mary Crosby, he's getting in that box. Bijan's getting in that box. And James Cook is getting in that box. So they're my three tonight in terms of props. But I'm going to give y'all teams one, too. I'm going to go Lightning money line, 0-2 team, favorite on the road, bro, against a team that's 3-0. Bing, 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 bing. Blue Jays money line. Hype me up. Mavs money line, or you can lay the points, or whatever you want to do. I don't really love laying points in preseason because you just never know what they're going to do at the very end of the game. But I think they win the game, so I'm putting it in a parlay. Mavs money line, and then my favorite one from the NBA preseason tonight: Pacers over the Spurs. They're favored for a good reason. The Spurs might be one of our swag teams in the NBA this year. I like what I'm seeing from the Spurs. I think tonight they take their first preseason L. Give me the Pacers. Swag Pacers. At home. That's what I like. 4-teamer. Pacers, Mavs, Blue Jays, Lightning. I ain't got nothing else for y'all, man. Let's make it a winning week. Chris, you got anything else before we get out of here for today?
Let's make it a winning day.
Jeremy?
That's it.
Costi?
It's rock and roll. Money making Monday.
Who is the best team to put an NBA futures bet on? To be honest, Brody, it's wide open right now, and I don't even know who I'm putting mine on yet. I've been pretty good the last couple of seasons, man. And I'm not seeing it clearly. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm sick and I'm not seeing it clearly because if I were to put one in right now, and if I were to tell you the team it is, y'all would laugh at me. Y'all would laugh me out the fucking building.
I like the Magic.
Hey,
Jeremy, we've been on the Magic.
Yeah, that's my swag team. It's my swag
We've
team.
been on the Magic for a couple years. Last year was a little rocky. 2 years ago.
Is Jay the
Yeah.
only one that's allowed to have swag teams, or can we also have swag teams? I just
No, you
wanna-
got a swag team.
Okay, I just want to see if I
We
can
got to
get
have a
swag
different
team.
name for it.
Oh,
We got to come up with something.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm just tell y'all, bro. The team that I'm thinking about putting my futures on, and I know I'm not well, is the Los Angeles fucking Clippers. It don't even sound right coming out of my mouth. It don't even sound right. So that's why I can't do it. I won't do it. I got a week to get mentally prepared because I'm not in the right headspace. We'll see it clearly come in a week. But in all seriousness, I like that Clippers roster, bro. I do. We'll see, though. The West is wide open, though. The can't count out the Nuggets with the best player in the world. Of course, the Thunder are only going to get better as young as they are. I think the Lakers are going to improve and be much better this year. Another year of Luka, with now having a big and Aiden. Can't count out the Warriors. They got some real veteran presence over there this year. The Clippers added some veteran presence. Like, man, it's going to be Wemby is going to take that next step. I don't even think people understand. The West going to be a bloodbath again. I didn't even talk about the Rockets, who might be the best team over there.
and I saw Dick got bigger in Toronto, right? And didn't he grow like 2 inches?
Yeah, he's a grower.
All right.
Oh, I almost missed it. Chris, happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, thank you.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Hey.
They said, was it one of y'all that told me that they banned the Dick jerseys this year?
Yeah, the Dick swap. Yeah.
What a shame.
Yeah, maybe
That one with Anthony
Yeah.
Black was
you can't
great.
trade Dicks anymore. It's
Man,
Can't trade Dick jerseys.
that shit is hilarious, bro. All right, man. That's it. That's all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Making a winning day. Aloha.